LJ Jameson from YouTube says, "Hey, Pacers Gaming, I'm new to this channel. Thank you for
Welcome.
being here.
Thank you for
Welcome.
coming. Yes, sir.
But play competitive 2K in leagues like TPO and now CPA. You guys familiar with
Okay.
those?
I've heard,
Yep.
yeah,
I've heard
I've
them.
heard of
TPO.
TPO.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay.
TPO.
I've heard all of them.
Ooh, I'm out of touch.
This is a very vague question, and answer how you like. But what's a good basis to follow on defense? For instance, how should we be rotating, helping? What's the positioning? When do we reach? When do we pinch? On ball, off ball screens, etc. Also, I play main lock with a two-way slashing play and want to know what button stick combo to use to get bumps. Let's answer that one first because it's the most direct. So, like, how are you guys getting bumpy on ball?
L2 and
Your turn.
L2, and you use the left stick and you try to predict where
Follow.
the guy's gonna go.
Yeah.
Try to beat him to the spot. That's the best way to get bumped.
Yep.
Sometimes you want to throw in turbo if you feel like you have to get there, but sometimes you don't.
So, are you hitting L2 like right when you feel like you're in position for the bump? You're not holding on to it, or are you?
It
I
depends.
hold
Honestly,
L2.
it depends too. It depends like where they are. Like if they're on the sideline, that can depend if they're in like the middle of the court. So that can like switch it up too.
All right. How about guys just defensively? When we talk about what are some defensive tips that you have when it comes to like when you decide to pinch, what you're doing over under screens, how do you help, and rotate, that kind of stuff. What are some of the tips you guys have that you think is like elite defense?
Yep. I got one for the power forward on your team. Find the sweet spot and spam X, and you can guard the roll and the corner, and that's it. That's all you gotta do.
But for that, I'm gonna give you another tip. Change it to 3-2. 3-2 defense. Your player turns around. He's facing the lane. He could get all those steals. If you're in man, your player's gonna be looking at the guy, and you won't be able to play the so-called sweet spot like Bobby's saying. So you put it in 3-2.
You
Yeah.
have to do that every possession.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
You have to
Yes.
do that.
Sometimes it changes, but if you put it once, it should stay for like 3-4 possessions. But if you see the arrows again, just put it right back real quick.
And Nate, I got you in a sec. Everybody,
Yeah, no, you're
Bobby
good.
just did a video. I think we named it "How to Play Corner Defense Better." That's where he actually shows what that sweet spot area is, and that's a good one, LJ, for you to go watch just in general because he covers some different defensive concepts from different positions. Nate, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say real quick. I think finding what everyone on your team is good at defensively and trying to build like an identity. Like, do you want to be like a heavy press, defensive team? Some teams are really annoyed by playing against a really good press. Are you guys more of a no threes defense sort of team? Are you paint oriented? Do you rotate? Do you like to do? Are you good at everything? Like, and are you actually good at everything? Like, can you get away with doing stuff like that? So, I think like finding what's the word, like a defensive philosophy that you and your other four teammates feel comfortable with running game in, game out, and we're like, okay, we're gonna play to our strengths, and this is gonna succeed.
And everyone being on the same page too.
Yeah, everyone being on the same page, super important.
Swizz and Bo, you're playing off ball right now, right? PG's got the ball. What are you guys doing? Are you just standing there hugging your man, or are you doing other things when you're kind of off ball?
Always be moving. Always be showing, coming back. Don't just stand on your guy and just hug him the whole time, please. That's like, I feel like that's like one of the main things as a defensive player. You always want to try and shrink the court as much as you can, because it just puts pressure on the PG and makes him feel like he can't go anywhere.
Even if you get dotted.
Even if you get dotted. That's a fact. Everyone gets dotted, bro. Everyone. So like, but if you get dotted, don't make that don't be like scared to still try and make a play sometimes. Still like show and stuff like that.
Let me ask you guys as a team a question. What happens when you pinch, right? You're essentially leaving your man to kind of pinch the ball, correct? Yeah. So he talks about rotations and stuff. Do we have any advice when it comes to, as a team, like knowing when to pinch and when not to, and how you need to cover each other?
Yeah, I think pinching wise, like it's usually, I think, finding that spot where the PG or whoever has the ball is close to you and you can kind of be able to go make a play.
And recover.
and recover at the same time if you don't get it or something like that, or where whoever's guarding the corner, if you pinch, can come up and play that pass, and that's kind of I think that just comes with being on the same page. Like if your corner knows you're going to pinch, then the wing the corner can come play the wing, and the PG most of the time, unless they have openness on, might not make that corner pass, or sometimes you can even have your center play it too.
Last thing, though, you didn't mention was communication. Not you guys as a team, but LJ, I didn't see you mention communication, and that's a huge one. These guys will attest to that. We don't have to get into it, but you need to be communicating as a team. Make sure all 5 have mics.
On the same page.
And talk to each other. Got to be on the same page.
Everybody made their beds for the video? That's bad. Y'all making me look bad. We all know
you were the last to show up.
You're always the last one. You're always late. Jomar, you're always late, bro.
I know, but
today I had to make my bed look at the glitch.
They real know that.
See, look, it looks me, right?
That's bad. That's bad.
Okay, you got it. He killed me with that one. That's a good one. That's glitchy. Hold up. Let me lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.